Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattoo Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're doing a memory spread for the week of April 19th through the 25th. And this was a pretty good week. I have a lot of pictures to include, and I have this beautiful kit from Nikki +3 called Lilac Beauty. It's so pretty. I love all of the shades of purple with the pink, and I just love how she did these full boxes. They're just so pretty. And her kits only come in one size, but they have tons of boxes. This would be way too much for like my normal B6 spread, but for this planner, it's a pretty good size for me. And then that bottom washi is so pretty. Oh, love it. And it comes with some date dots and a weekend banner, and I ordered during the weekend that it was released, and so she does the little bows that match, which are really cute. Okay, I think we're ready to get started, so let's do it. So we're going to start with the bottom washi, which is in 2 strips, and the bigger strip needs to go down first because then you wouldn't know where to put the smaller strip. It's a little bit long for this section in my planner, so I'm just trimming off the little part that kind of hangs over. And then we're doing the same thing on the other side and laying down the big strip and then the little one and trimming. I really enjoy the florals in this kit. So pretty. Very like April-ish too. Just with the purples and just the soft florals. And then I'm popping in the date dots from the kit onto the date covers, and I'm going to put those across the top. I really love that these are included because otherwise I'm either too lazy to find them or I don't have the right color or things like that. So I really love that they're in there already. So I'm going to put those right on top of the script on the page, and I noticed pretty much right away that they would kind of show through because the date cover is like white with like a very pale pink. So I whited out very messily across the top and then popping in those date covers. I am going to use the weekend banner this week too, just because I didn't have a whole lot going on this week, so I felt like I had room for it. So I'm going to pop that in right over there. You can't really see it right now, but you will in a moment. All right, going to the sidebar, I pulled some of the deco for this section over here, and I pulled in this bloom full box. So sometimes I like to add a little bit above where it says this week, and so I just trimmed that off. And then I'm going to put another full box at the bottom of the column. This is for my journaling section, and I just like being able to use more of the full boxes too. And then this box here is for my highlight of the week. And then I'm just going to add some more of the deco to this little section here. Then we're going to move on to Monday. And so I'm going to start by putting in my video thumbnail, which goes at the bottom. That was for my Sadie stickers Plan With Me with the kit floor, which was so pretty. And then I'm just going to put in my other thumbnails too, Wednesday, and I'll do Friday in a minute. So on Monday, this was such a busy day at work. I feel like I say that every week, but really busy day. And I had a project that was due this week, and so I needed to talk to all the principals, and so I went over and talked to the middle school principal, and he used to be my principal, so I know him. I've known him for like nearly 10 years, and we just kind of sat and chatted for a while, along with, you know, talking about all of the project things. And I just have a note here that I respect his opinion about a lot of things. And then below that beautiful full box with the paint swatches, I have a note here that after the clouds last week, it was amazing. Lots of walks this week. I really respond to the weather, whether it's like headaches and the pressure from different storms, or it is the sunshine. I crave being outside, and so it was really nice to have lots of walks this week. And then I did some editing this week and also started watching Mayor of Easttown. Now I forgot how to spell it. I didn't know if there were 2 T's. I didn't know if it was Easton. So I filled that in later, but I forgot to show you in that video. Anyway, I really like that show. It's very good, and I have no idea who the killer is. Like, I have an idea, but like, I'm not sure because each episode has so many like little cliffhangers. But anyway, it's really good. Highly recommend. Okay, Tuesday was the George Floyd trial verdict, and there was justice for George Floyd. And I have a quote here from Brene Brown that says, "Repair begins with accountability. We still have so far to go. I am grateful for this verdict and devastated that George Floyd is not here today. We keep fighting." And that just kind of summed up my thoughts for the day. And it was kind of on my mind all day because I knew the verdict was coming in this day. This was also another busy day at school, and we had to have a come to Jesus meeting during my class. We had to get refocused, so we had a little strongly worded chat that day. And then also, I was feeling better this week and stronger, and I can see some of those changes. It's been up and down in my recovery, but when I look at the whole time period, like, I can see the changes happening. It's just very slow, but I need to celebrate those little victories. So on Wednesday, I finally mowed my yard by myself. I did everything, but I realized I needed some new pieces of equipment, mainly like a new weed eater, and so I got that ordered. But it felt really good to mow my lawn and do some things around my yard. I want to do more this summer, but realize that I have some limitations, but I'm going to try to do as much as I can. And then I wanted to note here also that I woke up super early at 2:30 a.m. and I was like running on fumes this day. It was so exhausting. And I also have a picture here of a quote that I wrote down that says, "Your first thought is your reaction. Your second thought is your choice." And I wanted to remember that in my memory planner. Thursday was Earth Day, and so I'm going to put in a couple of images that kind of spoke to me that day. Before I do that, I'm putting in some of the full boxes that I wanted to be sure to use. And so I love the one with the coffee. I guess it's tea. I'm not really sure. It looks like maybe some chai or something. I don't know. But I really like that one. So I put in these two images, and then I'm going to use one of the little fancy labels here to mark in that it is or was Earth Day on this day. And I like the what can I do today to create a better tomorrow? That's good. And because of my lack of sleep this week, I had no attention span this day or energy. I remember this day at work just feeling very lost and having deadlines, but also just like being so tired. And then my sister sent us a new picture of my nephew, Stellan. He's so cute. So I wanted to include that here. And then I also wanted to just kind of to make it look a little bit cuter, I wanted to find a little picture to put with Stellan's picture, or a sticker to go with his picture. And I just decided to find an icon. So I'm going to go over to the purple, and I found this little heart, and I just popped that in right there. Okay, on to Friday. This was when my project was kind of due, and I had to meet with our special ed. She's like in charge of all the special programs and all of the grant writing and all of that. And she's just very smart and quick, and you have to be very prepared, which I was, but it was also very nerve-wracking. But it went really well. She asked me a lot of questions that I somehow answered. I think I blacked out at one point. But I got all of her answers, or her questions answered, so that she could write us some requests for grants for some new technology. And then I also, just because I needed a little bit of time outside of school and just to decompress a little bit, I went out with the chemistry class to go collect some water samples. So we drove out to a little lake and just kind of hung out, and it was kind of nice. And then on Saturday, I have a note here that I was rewatching Handmaid's Tale season 3 all weekend, which was pretty brutal, but I'm glad I did it because then I was ready for the new season, which started the next week. I also changed my Apple Watch goals, which I've been trying to do slowly so that it's manageable. I also weighed myself today and I tried to view it as data, like a data point. That's easier said than done, but trying to just kind of view everything in the right perspective. Maybe I finished Pride and Premeditation, or I started it, I can't remember, but I really enjoyed it. It wasn't like the best book I've ever read, but it was cute. And then I have a cute picture of my little kitty down there. And then my sister and I have this thing where we send each other this meme from Miss Congeniality about April 25th and how it's the perfect day. And I was up really early this day, so I sent it to her like 6:15 a.m. and I beat her. She usually beats me, but it just makes us laugh every year. And then I have a couple of quotes about rest. And then in my journaling section over here, I wrote lots of honest moments with myself this week. I know what to do or what I want to do, but I don't always focus on it. I'm trying to give myself grace when I deserve it, and I do deserve it. So that's kind of how I want to approach the summertime when I am off from school. I want to really work on some things that need to get fixed or changed, and I think in the process I need to just keep that grace in my mind. So just looking back at my spread, the thing that I wanted to note as my favorite moment was the guilty verdict. And here is how this spread turned out. It's so pretty, but it also has a lot of really honest moments like I talked about in my journaling over here. And I'm hoping to kind of use some momentum from this week into the next, because I am feeling really good and motivated. It is Sunday today, and I just want to use that energy, because that's my word of the year. It is energy, and I want to channel it into something good and something productive for myself. So I'm hoping that kind of pushing myself here and like just kind of like being honest with myself and with finding the balance between like those two things, pushing myself and giving grace, that maybe I'll make some really good progress in the next month or so. So that's what I'm hoping. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this memory spread. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you next time. Bye.